think one other person for us to talk about in terms of that is Azpilicueta and how he handled the situation as well. It was disappointing to say the least. We put a tweet out. I did on my personal yesterday. Well, 2 days ago. See, Scott's confusing me now. But I put a tweet out a couple of days ago with regards to the situation to do with Azpilicueta and obviously what his role was to play in the whole situation with Keith. And the response was something which was a little bit interesting. So I put, there's a lot of talk about Azpilicueta and the captaincy, and there's no doubt it's warranted. How there's no doubt Dave is a leader. He should have handled Kepa better, but Dave is a leader by example, not a get in your face type. What do you what and why, or who? Sorry, who, what, why, where, who? Who do you think should be the next captain? Now I put forward 4 options, the most highly talked about ones: Azpilicueta, David Luiz, Rudiger, and Eden Hazard. Azpilicueta got the lowest amount of votes. This is on 2,258 votes. He got 18%. In third was David Luiz with 23. Hazard came in second with 24. And we'll talk about that in a minute because obviously, yesterday there was some clips of Eden Hazard that came out from 11 Sports. Was
this the end of the
shootout?
Yeah, I saw these.
And there was a lot of people talking about him being a potential captain in that situation. But Rudiger runs out as the leader in terms of who should be getting the captaincy with 35%. So I mean, it's not a landslide, but it's pretty telling as to why people think who people think should be. So there's lots of people there was a bit of a debate between Goldberg and CFC PYS about Hazard, which we won't get into. If you want to look at it, go read the poll. So my Twitter is @Louis_Beneventi. I was quite proud of that. I was quite good. What's your Twitter, Scott?
It's it's confusing as fuck. It's @Scotty_P_1. I can't change it. I don't know how.
Well, you need to figure it out.
If someone can help me in the comments.
Listen, Scott, I've tried to help you, but you don't help yourself.
I would accept your help. I don't know how to change it.
You don't accept my help. No one accepts my help anymore. No one loves me. It hurts. Everybody hurts. But I need to get back into comments. Rapping Yogi comes in and says, Azpilicueta is fine as a captain. He also didn't want to make a scene even worse, which I think is a very warranted point in terms of the Kepa situation.
Yeah.
I think that the way that he... I said he's a leader by example. Obviously, he said he was on the other side of the pitch, which I mean, if he's at like the other end of the pitch, he's got no idea what's going on. I think it kind of makes a little bit of sense as to why he didn't go marching over, because nobody knew what was going on. Even David Luiz was trying to take the cup. The man said as a leader. To be honest, even they didn't know what was going on.
Also, people I have noticed talking about this a little bit. This is not the first time this has happened in a league game. Would you like to know who the other person was that this happened to in a league game?
Oh, it was David Luiz at PSG, wasn't it?
2016.
I saw that clip earlier.
So I've seen people commenting on that and linking back to that, which is a fair point, to be fair.
Oh, it is
a fair point. For me personally, I think that there's no other option other than Rudiger. For me, I know obviously the Hazard stuff came out, but apart from that, he is very much in the same vein as Azpilicueta in terms of lead by example type.
Well, this is it, and this is
someone here I think has put it brilliantly in terms of David Luiz. Bertie Bowlcut says he's the most hot and cold personality in the dressing room, and I think that's quite telling because yes, we do need that type that's going to kind of get in your face. It's going to get you rallied. But I think there can be such things too much. We've seen it in the past. We've seen it from Gerrard in his final season, I think, with Liverpool. Came on against Man United, a few minutes in, 2-foot Sander Herrera gets sent off straight away.
That was funny.
We've seen it from Company this season. Went in on Salah, possibly. That if that goes a bit higher, that's a bit higher. That's a career-threatening injury. Same with Virgil van Dijk against Napoli. It's all well and good having that, but you need someone who's going to be level-headed about it. And I don't think David Luiz is that type of person. He's got that, but it's too much, if anything.
Well, and then it depends. He could have it on one day, then another day.
He could have Tottenham, funny enough.
Exactly. He could have what he had against Tottenham in the reverse fixture. But I mean, obviously, for me, I think this is the first time where I look at Azpilicueta and I'm kind of sat there hearing people's comments with regards to it, and kind of just it annoys me. I think people are comparing his downturn to Ivanovic, but I think Ivanovic just in general just lost 200 million yards of pace in one summer. Azpilicueta has been put in a system out of position. He's not a right back; he is a centre half. Even though he started his career at Chelsea as a right back, you can tell he's lost that yard of pace.
To be fair, so Ivanovic but the other way around. He started as a centre back, then adapted more to being a right back, and that's where he ended up playing for most of his career at us, I believe.
Yeah, well, because we had John Terry, Ricardo Carvalho, Alex, David Luiz.
Yep.
You had loads of other centre halves. Gary Cahill's reported as well. We had we had like 5 centre halves at one point.
Don't we have that now?
No, but like we. Oh yeah, we do.
Like 5 or 6.
Yeah. Why do we have 5 or 6 centre halves? I don't know.
And then we have like 3 wingers, 4 wingers.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we'll go to that. I mean, I think the comments, the people calling Azpilicueta a fraud. I mean, listen, Twitter is a great place. I love Twitter.
Yeah.
At the same time, it can be horrendous, and it can be one of the most toxic apps on the planet. To be honest, when I got kicked off of it in the summer because they thought I was under 13 years of age, you know about this, right?
No.
So I thought I hit 5k, and I always said when I hit 5k, I'd see if I could get verified. Obviously, it's a small amount, but I was there thinking, we got the channel, we got this stuff, may as well just give it a go, see what happens, because you have to apply for it. And if I didn't get it, it wasn't too fast. If I did,
cool.
Yeah, I've got a blue tick next to my name. But it's kind of a case of I went to apply, I put my age, my date of birth, I sent a picture, and she got set up and said, we'll come back to you soon. Scrolling through it took about 5 minutes and the account just locked. I was like, okay, why is this happening? They're like, we believe you're under 13 years of age. So I went back to them and said, well, I'm not. Sent them an email saying, well, here's my driving licence, here's my passport, here's proof of address. And they went, yeah, that's not enough.
Okay.
So I was there a bit like, well, what else do you want? Well, my national security number. I ain't giving. Do you want my PIN number while we're at it? It's a case of like, I don't know. So I just set up a new account, and I've nearly caught up what I was on. So yeah, happy days, guy me. A little bit of he's a G. But I mean, it's kind of a case of like when I was off it, I missed it because there was a lot of tweets that were quite funny over the summer. But at the same time, I was kind of sat there going, it was nice to not have to deal with bullshit and see stuff on my timeline which just infuriated me, such as people calling Azpilicueta a fraud, can call him a donkey, despite him being one of the best defenders in the Premier League over the past 3 or 4 years.
I think that's me. I think people are quick to forget. I think it was in a way it's similar to Ivanovic in terms of I think that last season Ivanovic had with us, where he was poor.
Yeah.
It took the shine off of his career to an extent in terms of what he did for us.
Well, this is it.
And I think it's a similar vein to Azpilicueta in terms of everyone forgets a couple of. It's in a similar vein to people. The comments people making now, they seem to have forgotten what he did 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he was arguably, maybe comfortably, even though the two Tottenham centre backs had the best defence, he was the best centre back in the league. He was up the one of the 3 best centre backs in the league.
Yeah.
And you could make a case he was up there in the world.
Or statistically last season, he was the best defender on the planet.
So yeah, I think that's why that people are quick to forget stuff like that because of poor seasons.
Football fans are fickle, and I mean, I put myself in that category. When you bring up Ivanovic, or when I'm talking about Azpilicueta, people in the comments say, yeah, but you did that with Ivanovic, didn't you? So yeah, at that time I was 17 years old, and I'm 21. I have grown up a little bit since then and realised that Louis was a massive bellend, despite how much slimmer he was and how much better looking he was. He still wasn't fat. He still wasn't slim though. Still a fat bastard, but this one's much rounder, much cuddlier, much kinder. That's what I like to say. But yeah, is it me? Right? So we've got pieces of paper. I really feel like Ron Burgundy.
You're not funny enough to be Ron Burgundy. I knew that was going to
Scott.
I know you're going to
Scott. Listen, you're saying I'm not funny, yeah? Right. How the fuck? No. How the fuck do you think I get laid?
I didn't say you're not funny. I said you're not funny enough to be Ron Burgundy. There's a difference.
Hey everybody, come look how amazing I look. I love that film. I love Anchorman. Anchorman 1 or Anchorman 2?
I've never seen 2.
You've never seen number 2?
No. I've seen number 1.
Oh. Number 2 is good. I like number 1 though. I think number 1's obviously the first one's always the best one. Anything. But yeah, now you've lost my train of thought. What we're talking about Ivanovic. Yeah, Ivanovic, I think, is kind of a case of it did take a tarnish. I don't think Azpilicueta has had it tarnished because the thing there was we had players that could replace other players. Whereas now I think people aren't so quick to judge because it's Davide Azpilicueta as your right back replacement, and I think many people particularly
You can just cross the ball and that's about it.
Hey mate, listen, one of those crosses led to an amazing goal, right?
Yeah, and then the other 2 crosses I've seen led to 2 own goals.
Yeah, but listen, Davide he's a star man player on the right. Okay. No, maybe
No.
he's fairly average. But anyway, listen, leave us your thoughts on Azpilicueta. Who do you think should be the next Chelsea captain? Do you want to touch on anyone else quickly? Do you want to talk on why Hazard shouldn't be?
I just, as I said, like there are stuff you can point to, like the stuff yesterday, the fact he's Belgian vice captain, stuff like that. I feel that with Belgium it's a little bit different though because you've got a lot of personalities. You have a lot of big players with a lot of big personalities. You've got the likes of De Bruyne, obviously Nigel is not there. Witsel, players like Carrasco to a lesser extent, Hazard, as I said, Lukaku, Mertens, Alderweireld, Vertonghen. You've got big personalities, so that kind of helps. But apart from that, I just feel he's a similar sort of player to Azpilicueta. The only other person I could see it being, just because the system we're in, but he's not the type of player that's going to get in your face, is Jorginho. If he was more that type of player, I think he would work.
You know you're going to get absolutely slaughtered.
I know, but let me explain. Let me explain before you go in the comments. Is that because of the system we're playing with Sarri, because of the role he has in that system.
Yeah.
If it basically, what I'm saying is, if you could combine Rudiger and Jorginho in personality, or Jorginho as the player he is with Rudiger's personality, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying. If Jorginho had that personality where he's going to get in your face, he's going to mentally get you. Like an Ander Herrera.
Oh, mate, honestly, the fact that his contract's at the end of the season, he hasn't signed Man United.
Like him, then fair enough. Then you could make a case of him because of the role he has in the system. That's why.
Am I mad to say I like Ander Herrera at Chelsea?
No, because I like him as well.
I think I like a shithouse. It's like I liked Marouane Fellaini because of how much of a shithouse he was.
Are you saying you want Ashley Barnes?
Mate, listen, when it was tabled, it was better. When it was Ashley Barnes. Ashley Barnes on Crouch. I was going Ashley Barnes, mate. But I was still holding my head in despair, which was incredibly depressing. But I think it's kind of a case of like Rudiger for me. I think if you're going to go with what Chelsea have traditionally had over the past 15, 20 years, with your Graham Lassos, who was vice captain but captain sometimes, Dennis Wise, Marcel Desailly, John Terry, Ivanovic, Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
It's kind of a case of, these are players that are going to get... Stop shaking your leg!
Sorry!
These are players that would get in your face, and I understand why people want that, but you look at players like Azpilicueta and Hazard, they're going to be leading by example, they're not going to be getting in your face. And I think that kind of... I personally think that people would... Well, Chelsea would only give Hazard the captaincy to try and make him stay, and I think that's the wrong mentality to go.
Yeah.
Like to go, we'll give you the captaincy if you stay, because you've got the number 10 shirt already. No, I think it was tabled along with the...
No, not with Hazard, with another club. I'm sure that's happened before with another club.
Was it Mauro Icardi?
Possibly, I don't think so though.
I don't know.
I'm sure it happened before. No.
Well, if it's happened, it's happened. But look, for me, Azpilicueta is captain of Chelsea Football Club.
At least until the end of the season.
Yeah, deserves the respect he should be being given. Captain on the pitch was Gary Cahill. Should be getting more respect.
That's another issue.
That's another kettle of fish entirely. We'll move on from that. Obviously, leave your thoughts on who you think the captain should be down below.